So, 4AGE compression test. Let's go. I've got lots of smoke coming out when I what, is that a good angle? Yeah, it's a good angle, I reckon. So step one, I've warmed the car up. I've got a list over here. Check this out. I don't know where I put my Vivid though, but I've got a list. So step one, I've warmed up the car. Oh, there you go. I've warmed up the car, cut the fuel, removed the fuel fuse for the coil. So now remove the coils. So it's all pretty easy because it's coilover plug. It, probably there's good. Someone's come and gone already. Because it's coilover plug, you disconnect these, which is pretty straightforward. Thanks to rewires, everything's labelled up nicely and loomed up so it falls into place. Put that up there. Undo these. This is the MRP COP kit. Put everything up there. So there's that out. This should just lift off together. Saves you having to mess around. Pull the first spark plug. It's creepy. I can see 3 people are watching, but I get no idea who they are. First plug out. So, where's the camera? There. There's the plug. To me, that's real sooty. I'm not hugely onto it. So that's number one. So let's slap this bad boy in. I'm hoping it'll just miraculously spin and be in the right place that'll be easy to see for the camera. I got no idea. Can you see it? There you can if I do that. Will that work? No, what if I got this? Aha. That'll work, eh? Man, look at that. Look how clever I am. It's not a truck, it's an old Starlet. There. I've just got the bonnet off because it lets the light in a bit easier for you guys to see what's going on. There we go. Okay, first cylinder. It's all warmed up, so it should just go. Well, not go, you know what I mean. Pull it foot flat down. Found the Vivid, that's handy. So what are we calling that? That's 200 PSI. So that's not shabby, I don't think. Fair enough, man. Take that off. I assume, and someone might know, you can just leave the other spark plugs out, right? Surely there's no point putting a wrecked spark plug back in. Oh, son of a gun. I knew that would happen, eh? That's always the way. the joys of live, I've done exactly what everyone would assume I've done, is I've twisted off the end in the bottom and it's stuck down there. Son of a gun. Favorite car brand? Toyota. It's hard to say, man. Like, they've all got their place. Hoping this will just... Yeah, there we go. Whew. That could have been a whole lot more interesting, eh? Now, I thought I did that up really tight. Clearly not. There. Whew. That was lucky. So what are you saying? Am I fixing my car? I'm hoping I don't have to fix my car. It's blowing a lot of white smoke, which some people are telling me is fine, but I just thought it would be a good time to do a live and have something to do, to be fair. Do this up even tighter. I might involve these guys in this. There you go, it's a whole lot tighter now for the rest of them. Okay, number 2. What have we got? You're in New Zealand, you love this. Yeah, it's cool watching New Zealand content, eh? I watch a lot of Sir Rhoda, Charlie Stanaway, R Crazy, TR Racing, Authentic. There's some real cool channels in New Zealand. I've just started watching the guys from Choice, and they're quite neat to watch, and they're currently travelling over in the UK. Similar sort of story. Where's the camera again? Ah, there it is. Whew. I'm not that bothered by that one. What's the build for, by the way? It's a street car. So its job is just to have fun. I love hitting back roads. I live near a road called the Forgotten Highway, which, in my opinion, best driving road in the North Island of New Zealand. South Island's just a whole nother kettle. Need to go back. Okay, let's get that. Where's my little... You got that for me? Sweet. What engine is it? It's a 4AGE out of like a A82 Levin, so like a 1990s Toyota Corolla or Levin. Okay, number 2 test. Let me know if it does anything silly. I couldn't see that because it jumped, could you? No, you couldn't. What did it do? Oh, what are we calling that? I'm calling that... Again, so that's just over 200. So it's probably, what are they? 10, 20, so that's 205, that one. Which is pretty good. That's 200 and 205. You're not complaining about that variation. So I'm going to write that one up. I've got a board over here. So 205 PSI. So really it's just a rinse and repeat. Yep, also found an A86. That's a slightly older motor. Yeah, very much similar, but not the same, if that makes sense. like almost the same block. The bits fit each other, but they've got different amount of ribs in them, which is the strengthening in them. And then, yeah, this is sort of a Gen 2 version of them by my reckoning. This is still a T-Vis motor, those that know. It's a big port. Why a big port? Because it's what came in the car. Apparently for NA, the big ports are too big and the small ports are too small. So if you want a really good NA, you get a small port and put some middle-sized ones in. But that seemed like a whole lot of effort. So I just got the head cleaned up and much the same, look. It's telling a very consistent story. That's all good, Ruben. Ruben from TA Racing was going to pop over and give me a hand. That's all good, bro. I have this. This has replaced you. Sorry. So, number 3. So far we've got the front one's 200, number 1's 200, number 2's 205. So let's see what hides behind door number 3, shall we? Oh, that's a good thing to start with. That was not on purpose. No, you can't see that. I might move you. It's more interesting if you can see it, I reckon. Was that enough? Let's go a bit lower. Lower, baby. How's that? That's pretty good, eh? Isn't the intake the only difference from the... kind of, yeah. The blocks are different though. The blocks go from three ribs up to 5 and then to 7, I think. And then they get oil squirters at one stage too, from memory. But I'm not the guru on that. Let's go. Number 3 test. Number 3. Did the usual, test it before we start and all that. Now you want to be higher, eh? Because it looks dumb from down low there. Yep. Oh, you bald cam now. There we go. So now number 4. How far are we into this? We're only minutes into this. 14 minutes. Oh, that seems fair. Oh. Mechanical failure. Now it's all back to normal now. Sweet. Sorry about that. Slight technical difficulty. And a shorter extension for that one because of the strap bar. I'm Captain Droppy today, man. Well, I'm starting to feel positive already because if 3 cylinders look good like that, you know, law of averages and all. But let's see what's behind door number 4. Definitely do with a clean up in here, that's for sure. It's done probably 5,000 Ks since I put the motor in, I reckon. Maybe more. It's hard to say. Oh, that one looks a bit funny around the top. It's all like funny around the top there, which is weird. But the rest of it looks similar to the rest. Not quite as dark, which is interesting. Okay. Candy red light, yeah. A friend of mine, Andrew So, he's a bloody smart man. I said, here's some rocker covers, paint them whatever colour you like. I'm not a red fan. He painted them this colour and it looks absolutely fantastic. and it looks the same color as the air filter almost, enough that it really works for me. So hey, give a creative person and creative license, and I'm a big fan of the results quite often. I've thought about making it red and green and black to match the rest of the car, but I just really like that it's a bit different, and when you pop the bonnet there's a bit of contrast to all the green, to be fair. There you go, ready to go again. It's almost Mazda red. I actually think, was it? It's either Lexus red or Lexus white. Yeah, Andrew So would know the answer to that. I can't remember. Okay, number 4 test. Accelerator wide open. Number 4 test done. Looks pretty good for me. Okay, number 4 test. What do we got? 210. So, come with me. We got here. So CYL4 210 PSI. Okay, so we did that, we did that, we did that. If you were here to see how to do a compression test, that was pretty much it. I'm no expert. I still do what most people do and YouTube it before I do it. But positive is, the motor's not a problem, so that's positive. Not from the compression test anyway. I know there's leak downs and stuff, but I don't have the talent to do that. Never tried, to be honest. Joined. I love it when your auto sparky joins in. There you go, Mark. That's how we're looking. Can you read that, or is that backwards for you guys? So we've got 200, 205, 211, 210. I'm happy with that. That's a good ratio together. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the live on. I'm going to put the bits back in, and then I'm going to start the car and show you guys what alluded me to this. I should also check. Yeah, I don't know what else to check, to be honest. What would you check next? It's fine. Thanks, bro. It's but why is it? It's honestly, it's like a baby steam engine when it starts. I'll get this out. It shouldn't take me long, but now that I've said it, I'll do something wrong, right? I didn't get any other spark plugs, so they're just going back in. That was 4. Three. 2. 1. This isn't the most brilliant viewing, really. I mean, but I've done what I achieved, so those that are left can enjoy it. Let me know if you've got any opinions. It's fine. Green light, yeah, green light, let's go. There is a small task of reinstalling the dash and figuring out what I'm going to do for that hose. So, current plan, I'm thinking of just getting one of those AN, like, on-off valves, and then my heater will be on-off, and that doesn't bother me, to be fair. You either want it on or you want it off, in my opinion. Slime green. The colour is factory, absolutely 100%. The engine bay I've painted, but in the colour that matched. This is I always wanted the green starlet, so this is this couldn't be better really. Green 4H starlet's been the dream since I was a kid. There's the coils back on. Look at this, Mark. Woohoo! See, I can be an auto Sparky. Look at me plugging stuff in like it's easy. It's all in the prep, eh, Mark? I'm just going to biff a couple of these in just to hold everything in place. And we should just be able to put the fuel pump relay back in, the fuse for it. Yeah, 5mm. Okay, that's there. We're going to go a bit, might take you out of this and just go a bit handheld here. I'm just going to wander around and do some stuff, right? It's dope. Cheers, man. Never knew they had such bright colours. Bro, all the cool cars were bright colours back in the day. It's all the cool colours, all the cars had cool colours back in the day, and people weren't afraid to order them. So here's the relay. Oh, it's up at the top. I'm gonna get used to that. Fuse going back in. So it's gonna go in there. It should be as simple as now the car runs. So let's see how smart it is. I gotta make it foolproof. I don't know, bro. I reckon I can still wreck it. Let's see. So, like I mentioned, dashes out a little bit because yeah, the water thing was there. So I had to put a bit of a diversion in. These are like old bits. I think that bit's quite important to some people. That could help you with the 4H conversion, but it's just in my little pile, as you do. So let's see. Primed the pump, that's a good noise. I love this thing's cold start normally. There was no pedals, by the way. So, put the door up a little bit. Oh, typical. Now it's not bad. It was steamy McSteamy before. Dodgers were a good example. Yeah, back in the day. I mean, they all were really. And Japan looked to America for a lot of their market. Yeah, cold start, yeah. Ross from Tricky Tunes, he's the man. So, yeah, I mean, nothing exciting is happening as of yet. It's idling and running. I already warmed it up before, remember, so I'm not sacrileging it. Maybe it's only when it comes up to temp that it starts to really get into it. Cylinder 4, so we ended up with 200 on 1, 205 on 5, 211 on 3, 210 on 4. So I'm very happy with that. That's well within what I want it to be. I'm just seeing if I can get it turned back into a steam engine again. I mean, it could have just been that it was cold, right? But I don't know, man. Maybe I'll eat down, test coolant symptoms, see if the exhaust gas in the coolant. That's not bad at all. No, I'm pretty happy with that result there. And you saw the pre-video mark area-wise. There's a little bit there. That's not bad at all. I don't know. Now look. Okay, I think that's the go then, as we get the crew from TR Racing around to do a leak down, because, okay, cool. If you're not watching them, check out TR Racing. They've got main stuff. They play with Nissans, and they do real cool stuff. They pull motors apart and put them together. They're way smarter than me. I just tinker. Thank you for coming to my live feed. I was saying thank you for enjoying it. I don't know if you enjoyed it. You might think it was shit, but this is the Starlet. It's sitting there chugging away, doing its steam engine impression. I'm convinced it's hurt. I might let it idle for a bit and just see what it does. Cheers, thank you, have a lovely day.